SOFTBOX here. Today I want to talk about biggest art beginners mistakes that beginners make. And watch this video. Meow meow. Hello there. Today I want to talk about 5 biggest art mistakes that beginners make, goddammit. If you do make these mistakes after watching this video, I will call the police. I will call 911 and they knock on your doors. They're gonna steal your stuff, steal your pencils, steal your paper, steal your Procreate license, steal your Photoshop license that you probably don't even have and pirated already. Steal everything. Alright? So listen up. It's time to learn. Anyway, let's get serious here. Sorry for the stupid intro. These are 5 biggest mistakes that, in my opinion, art beginners make, and I did them myself personally. I think it would be really beneficial for many beginner artists to hear these and just stop doing them. Let's talk about it. Mistake number 1. Focusing on social media instead of focusing on yourself and fundamentals. I am so guilty of this, you don't even know. If you look at my art around 8 to 4 years, I know that's a big gap, but there was very little change in that gap. It was because I was brainwashed by these brand marketers, YouTubers or whatever, to believe that it's so important for you to have a consistent style and how much it is important for your brand and all that shit. So I did develop a style. It was this very thick outline, cartoony type of style, but my drawings were flat. They didn't have any depth. They didn't have any form. The colors were off. Mostly they were just saturated all the way. It's because I didn't have any idea about the structure of the forms. And instead of trying something new and not caring about changing, I worried about how my Instagram feed would look if I started doing different types of studies. I didn't want to do studies because I couldn't post them. I didn't want to start a sketchbook because I thought it wouldn't fit in my Instagram aesthetic. And the funny thing is that I had like 200 followers at that time. I mean, I still haven't reached 1,000. You can follow me there, but I don't care about the engagement that much anymore. It is what it is. So if you're in that mental space right now and you're a beginner artist, you still don't really understand perspective, don't really understand form, you don't really know how to render, you don't understand color theory, learn fundamental knowledge first. And it's fine to post on social media, I'm not saying that, but don't worry about how your feed looks. Nobody cares. Some people care, but if they care, who cares? You know, like, just focus on yourself. Now, before we go to the next point, you might have a question. How do I learn these fundamentals? What the hell are those fundamentals? Where do I learn them? In my personal opinion, there is no better place online to learn fundamentals than ArtWod. Let's talk about it. I want to quickly interrupt this video and talk about ArtWod. I think it's the best online art program that there is from my personal experience. Well, why? Because I've been a student for almost 3 years now, and I think that the results speak for themselves. They got everything. They got courses, they got WODs, which are fun art workouts, they got daily puzzles, they got classrooms, and they have been creating a new roadmap feature, which is super awesome, and let me tell you about it. I've never seen anything like this ever done before with art learning. With this learning, art almost feels like a video game where everything is gamified. You watch the videos, you do these little puzzles and you see how you did because there are answers to every puzzle. You gain experience points, you level up your spatial awareness skills, and yeah, you basically level up your skills as you would level up your character in a World of Warcraft or whatever. And they got a really cool Discord community where I actually lurk all the time, and you can tag me there and just let's have a conversation. Now, Antonio and his team has been kind enough to offer me a partnership and give me an affiliate link. And that affiliate link is special, guys, because it gives you a special discount on the monthly and the quarterly plans that you can't really get anywhere else. So yeah, if you want to support me and also get a better deal, you can use my affiliate link. I will pin it in the comment section as a first comment. And without any further ado, let's jump back into the video. Mistake number 2, worrying about getting paid from art. or working on portfolio way too soon. This one was really big one for me as well. I actually bought Squarespace domain, tried to create a portfolio around 2 years ago, and it was like, again, it had that cartoony style. Still, I didn't really understand the fundamentals, and to me it was really cool, but right now I look at cringe, you know. It's something that I wouldn't recommend the beginners do, because you can waste a lot of time on building the portfolio instead of trying to improve the fundamentals. And once you improve the fundamentals, the portfolio will be way more easy to build, and you will have to throw out all the previous stuff anyway, because it will not look good with the new stuff. And in portfolio, quality over quantity always. It's way better to have less good pieces than a lot of very mediocre pieces, because you will be judged by your worst piece. That's how it works. So yeah, I've made this mediocre portfolio back in the day, and I tried to send it out to people, and I didn't hear back, because I personally now would never hire someone like me at that stage, you know. The thing is that building a portfolio is a very daunting and big task, and it can be very scary for a beginner. So it's way better to spend that energy into learning. Instead, try to focus on doing fundamentals for at least 2 years, maybe even 3, and then try to build portfolio. Mistake number 3, trying to learn anatomy way too soon. I remember around 8 years ago, I tried to learn how to draw a face. A young naive little me thought, I must be bad at drawing facial features, so I must learn how to draw anatomy of the head. So I go to YouTube, I type search how to draw eyes. A lot of videos turn up. I start watching Proco videos, which, don't get me wrong, are amazing for anatomy, amazing. But I tried to draw a lot of eyes and I didn't really improve at all. Why? Because I didn't know how to draw a sphere, god damn it. I didn't know how to draw a box. I didn't know construction. I had no clue what perspective is. You see, learning anatomy is actually about understanding the volumes of the muscles and memorizing their placement and shape. But how will you understand the volume of a muscle if you don't understand the forms? If you can't draw a basic box, how will you understand how to draw anything more complex? So before learning anatomy, learn the basic perspective, learn construction, learn how to mannequinize the body into different simple forms. And then once you learn that mannequin, basic mannequin, you can use the Lumix mannequin, you can go to ArtWod, doesn't matter. Once you understand these basic forms, you can learn gesture, and then you can learn anatomy. With this, the anatomy will come into place, and it will be way more beneficial and way less time consuming to learn the anatomy. At that point, it's just about learning the muscles, their placement, and once you start drawing them, it will be way easier. Anyway, do this and you will save years of frustration. Mistake number 4, and I'm again very guilty of this, not being able to take feedback. I remember even a year ago, I've had a really hard time taking feedback, and for example, I avoided teaching Tuesdays because of this. And personally, I think that one of the reasons was that I couldn't really differentiate my work and myself, my identity. And whenever I received feedback, my identity would hurt because I thought my identity was attacked. It affected me in a really deep core level. But once you learn how to separate yourself from that and realize that work can always be improved, no matter what level you are, and realizing that getting harsh criticism doesn't really devalue you as a person at all. It doesn't mean that you're not working hard enough as a person. It doesn't mean that you're lazy. It just means that your work can be improved, like everyone else's. No one's work is perfect in art. There's always room for improvement. That's the best thing about art. And the faster you can realize this, the faster you can improve. And actually, the more confident you can become, paradoxically. Mistake number 5, not sketching enough. And I know, Captain Obvious here, but is it really that obvious? Is it? I'd say to many beginners it is not. Because in order to get really good, 100 drawings is not enough. 1000 drawing is not enough. That is why at the beginning, it is way better to do 100 rough sketches of Lumix mannequin head, for example, instead of doing one big, very long portrait that is really rendered. You will learn way more about the proportions of the head just trying to draw it from many different angles and trying to improve every single time. With this, not only you will gain a lot of knowledge about the proportions, but you will also become more confident, more smooth with your strokes, and more groovy, you know, more just flowy, you know. This is why most of the beginners' drawings look very stiff and kind of awkward. Technically, they're correct. They might be correct, but the lines are very stiff. It's because beginners usually value each and every drawing as their most precious, best thing ever. Instead of having one sketch and trying to go to finish it, try to have 10 sketches, then pick the favorite one and finish that one. Embrace the thumbnailing process. And also, I really recommend you to get a traditional sketchbook, but not a really expensive one. It is really important to learn how to just doodle in the sketchbook and free up and not be afraid of ruining the page, and you will probably be more afraid to ruin an expensive sketchbook page compared to a cheap one. You can just use cheap printer paper if you want. Alright, that will be it for today, but I have some more tips, more mistakes that beginners could avoid. So if you are interested in this, I can make a part 2. Let me know in the comments. Check out ArtWod, get a special discount in the pinned comment section below. This way you can support me and also get a better deal, so it's a win-win situation. Also check out my music. I am a musician. I rap, I sing, I produce music, and I have some music videos. I do have some music on Spotify. You can check it out there as well. Check out my Instagram. I post art there, and as an artist, I would like people to see my art, so you can check it out there. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notifications. There are more videos coming, and there are a lot of videos already on this channel, so just tune them up, you know, watch the sketchbooking tours, you know, learn about sketchbooking. Yeah, have a nice day, have a good one, and don't you dare do these mistakes.